Guys, I'm just going to give you an update on our garden. It's I did another video, but it looks horrible in portrait mode, so I'm going to do it again. Maybe it'll be a bit faster because I can remember all the words that I was trying to figure out in the first video. So last video was about a month ago, and I think the biggest change has been just all of the growth in the trees. Especially this guy here, which is Momiji, and yeah, it's just incredibly thick now and looking lovely. And another highlight has been this tree here, been blossoming, and blossoms are just starting to come off now, but quite lovely, very elegant. And what else do we have here? So moving back, this is the Katsura, which also in the last video was bare, and it's got some really nice growth now. And what else is going on? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you these things a little bit more up close. These are kind of twirly, like a fiddlehead kind of thing, and they almost look like, to me, they look like spider crabs or something like that, and kind of a little bit spooky looking almost, although it's kind of hard to tell from the video. Anyway, they're just starting to, some of them are just starting to kind of emerge a little bit, and just judging from how they look, I have no idea what they're going to look like when they're out, but they look pretty substantial, like, you know, relative to my hand, pretty big. Let's see here, this is some, our gardener put a bunch of mulch on a couple of days ago, but these that you couldn't even see any green before, now they're, he was worried that we would walk all over them, but now they've popped out. And what else do we have? It's kind of a cool looking plant. This tree here is from the old garden. It's the one tree that we kept. He moved it, but it's got some growth on it, but it's kind of struggling a little bit. Possibly still stressed from getting moved from the place he had been in for a couple of decades, probably. Oh yeah, these guys are these very iconic plants in Kyoto. His name escapes me. They're associated with one of the shrines here, and they're doing really well. They need heavy shade, so they are planted underneath the Momiji. And this guy right here is I actually just planted a couple of days ago. That had been in a pot. I bought it last year and pretty much given it up for dead because it just looked completely dry and horrible. But I have a tendency to just leave dead plants, which turns out well because it's not dead at all. It's actually blossoming, or not blossoming, but leaves are coming in on pretty much every appendage. So it's kind of cool. The lawn is greening up pretty nicely. This lawn is actually, the grass is, he said, was more of a beach grass, and he says it's not actually going to grow up very much. It's just going to creep out and kind of extend itself. But he says it loves sand, so he actually has a bunch of sand on it as well, which is kind of one of the reasons it looks a little bit grayer or browner. But anyway, it seems to be coming along pretty nicely. And what else do we have here? Yeah, so anyway, there's a bunch of potted plants. This guy here is from the roof garden as well, and bought this like 2 years ago from seed, and it comes back every year. so this is the third season. And these are, I forget the name of it, but these are, they're edible leaves, and they're meant for Pim's cups. So it's quite an aggressive plant, so it's meant to be, or best put in a container. So yeah, these are going to really explode. You can just see how much is going on there. And some other random herbs. It's Italian parsley and thyme. And it's my rosemary, which did really well over the winter. And that's actually a kumquat from a friend. It's doing okay, not super well. This is actually a trimming from Akane's late grandmother's garden that was actually the first one that we had given up as absolutely dead, and it was just sitting for a long time. I just never threw it out, and good fortune, because it's actually fine, and every year it comes back, and so that'll actually pop up a lot more. This is persimmon bonsai, and leaves are coming in really nicely. This is the remains of the lemongrass, which was about the size of a, I would say, all told, when I bought it, it was, I could hold it in one hand. It was like the size of a, a flower, and it turned into, volume-wise, it turned into like a medium-sized bear, I would say. Anyway, our gardener cut it in its entirety, and also split the roots in half, or the base in half. So this is half of what it was before. And yeah, this will grow to cover all this area here, I hope. And this is just a random collection of plants, real mishmash of stuff, from bushes to herbs to lettuce. There's a strawberry plant in there, some chives, and it looks kind of, I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool, actually. And then I just put these in last weekend, the day after we got back from our trip. I did some planning, and these are peas, so they're going to climb up there. And then down below here are cucumbers, and there's a bunch of them. They're going to climb up and completely take over. And then at the very end here are piman, which is a Japanese kind of a mild pepper that's edible and pretty easy to grow. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Blah. Susan, that plant that you have in your kitchen, this is ours here. This is kind of the display, what you see when you're in the tub. And this here is our version of that. He's doing super well. These are really popular over here, and some of them are huge. They climb up the sides of houses, and they're like 6-7 feet tall. Pretty amazing. So once again, there's the whole thing. Definitely waiting for a lot more growth, but very excited about how things are looking so far.